It's a Saturday afternoon and Auntie Dulcie Nanala is preparing dinner for her friends and family. This is one of her favourite spots, a 15-minute drive through the bush from Balgo, where she's lived all her life.
This dam was when Father Maguire was the priest, the first priest we had in this mission.
He built it, did he?
Yeah, he made this for kids.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Mission days.
On the menu today, kangaroo tails bought from a shop and a couple of bush turkeys that have been shot. What's bush turkey taste like?
Tastes like a chicken.
Hunting and gathering bush tucker is a way for people in Balgo to keep their food costs down.
Excuse me, this is how we do when we take few kids out to share what we eat, what we kill. You know, like a turkey or like a kangaroo. How many kids?
10.
How many kids? Any more?
10.
One more?
When it comes to buying groceries, there aren't a lot of options. There's only one shop in town.
It costs a lot of money to keep buying food for each day. What's in the morning, what's in the lunch, what for dinner.
Is the cost of things getting more and more?
Yes, it's more, a little bit high.
Dulcie tops up her pension by selling artwork.
Every fortnight I get my disability pension is $400, and I have to buy food and a power card to keep me going till Friday when my painting money comes in.
We're a one-stop shop here for everything. We sell everything, white goods, electronics, as well as we're the only place in town where you can buy food.
Balgo is in Western Australia's remote Kimberley region, on the edge of the Tanami Desert. Store manager Peter Klein says most of his stock comes 1,500 kilometres from Darwin.
Freight costs on average is about 30%, plus then there's always a fuel levy on top of that. That's currently at 25%. That varies depending on the price of diesel.
And that fluctuates given what's happening geopolitically?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it can go up higher. I've seen it as high as 35%.
The shop is small and independent, meaning it has to pay more compared to the major supermarkets.
Any small business is tough. Everything comes back to volumes of scale. If we were doing a lot more in sales, then we could negotiate for stronger trading terms.
They sell fruit, vegetables and meat to the community for the cost it takes to buy and freight it to Balgo, meaning the business loses money after factoring in other expenses like wages and electricity.
We sell almost 8 times more confectionery than what we do fruit and veg.
What's your number one product?
Number one selling product? Coca-Cola 1250ml. We sell more of that than anything. Tobacco makes up a third of our sales. A third of our sales are in tobacco.
Residents of Balgo suffer from a high rate of chronic disease. Diabetes is common, and older community members often have to go live in bigger towns for dialysis.
Yeah, I've been growing up in Balgo eating bush tucker with all people. When they eat, people eat bush tucker, they all feel strong, healthy.
Eric Moura thinks the shop should only sell healthy food.
We need to stop the Coke, not to selling Coke here in the shop too, though. We need to try to get good drinks, no sugar, making people sick from the Coke, like diabetes, all that, too much sugar.
The business is owned by the local Wirramanu Aboriginal Corporation, which has a board of elected Indigenous residents. The CEO says there would be little appetite for restricting what's sold there.
It's a supply and demand business, so we need to meet those needs of our community. We provide a lot of information around nutrition, but it's an essential need of the community to provide for all of the conveniences that you would see in any other township or city in Australia.
But Auntie Dulcie says the government should be doing more to help, like subsidising the cost of supplying remote stores in remote areas.
It should. The freight from the truck and from the planes, the government should help.
That idea was rejected by a parliamentary inquiry in 2020.
We thought there was no guarantee that the subsidies would be passed on. In fact, they could end up inflating the cost.
The committee's other ideas to reduce prices in remote communities were either rejected or merely noted by the then Morrison government. The Labor government says it's expecting a draft strategy report on remote food pricing later this year, but so far no action has been taken. For Auntie Dulcie, the day ends with another cookout for her family. Tonight it's a hearty stew with damper.
I cook what I cook for supper. I got my grandkids around and my sons and daughters around.
And how many people would that be, you know, every day that you need to feed?
Maybe 10 or 11 grandkids and the older ones. They see me sitting next to the fire cooking. I want my kids to be happy.